Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Anaya and I am slowly but surely building my scrapbook and I want you to be a part of it. I'm starting a series entitled Curious Elephant, all about navigating higher education. My goal in creating this series is to prepare students for post-secondary education so that they can make informed decisions and confidently navigate through college and university. I want to begin this series by explaining why I felt compelled to create it. As an employee in the registrar's office, I interact with a variety of students and other stakeholders. There's an overwhelming number of students, even upper-level students, juniors, seniors, even graduate students that do not understand basic university processes. It's unfortunate to see how this lack of information affects the student experience, but what's even more troubling is the lack of initiative students have. Many students do not attempt to find answers on their own or rarely seek out assistance until the last minute. And because of this lack of initiative, they often do not realize that much of the information is already available to them. This lack of initiative or actionable curiosity is not reserved to current students. Many of these current students started as prospective students, college-bound students that were already at a disadvantage. The amount of students that approach the counter with, "I've always wanted to be a doctor," or "I've always wanted to be a nurse," should not surprise you. As a proud student of the College of Science and Math, it actually warms my heart. What may alarm you, and what definitely alarmed me, was that these same students that claim they've always wanted to be a doctor, hadn't even taken the first step to Google search, "How do I become a doctor?" They are shocked to find out that many U.S. medical schools require you to complete 2 years of English. And you should see how they act when they realize they have to take chemistry. They approach the counter expressing interest in attending the university. Remember, always wanting to be a nurse. But they haven't even visited our university website or the nursing school website to review the nursing program and the application requirements. As a student myself, I may be biased, but the reoccurring thought for me in all these experiences was that these students are not ready. One moment that really confirmed this for me happened not with a student, but with one of my coworkers. We were brainstorming ideas on how, as a department, we could get more students to read important university communications, specifically emails sent from our respective offices. My coworker suggested that we transition to sending more text messages. I will insert here that I truly hope I gave a bombastic side eye. My opinion was that primarily sending text messages shouldn't even be considered. This is a university, an institution of higher education, and it should be a baseline standard that students check their emails. My coworker's response was harsh. She informed me that I need to stop thinking I was better than other people and that the only reason I think students should check their emails is because my mom works at a university. Did I say her response was harsh? It was actually flooded in projection. But I don't want to digress. What troubled me most was that this comment came from someone who works in admissions. Someone whose role is literally to advocate for student success at university and prepare students to enter higher education. There is a growing culture in higher education administration that would have you believe that upholding professional standards for students and expecting students to be responsible and accountable for their academic journey is elitist. There is a force that seeks to lower the expectations of students instead of supporting and preparing them to meet and surpass these standards. This act should be taken as a bold and insulting offense to further undermine student achievement and cripple classrooms, universities, the professional workplace, and society at large. Throughout my experiences, I asked myself, where is the gap? In attending pre-college events for high school students and the orientation events for incoming students, I realized that some believe fun and games is what's needed to attract the new generation of students and future professionals. Informational sessions were reduced to measly scavenger hunts. The goal was to get a full card of stickers and be first in line to lunch. The latter I do adamantly support. Yes, we entertained the occasional presentation from schools and colleges, but being introduced to the diverse job opportunities available to students pursuing post-secondary education is only a fraction of the critical information students need. I suggested to my boss that the registrar's office give a more in-depth presentation. The feedback she received from the orientation committee was that the orientation presentations needed to be short, 10 to 15 minutes, in an effort to have a more succinct orientation and a more enjoyable student orientation experience. Based on my earlier rhetoric, I hope you aren't surprised that late-night beach outings and bowling are more important than ensuring students are equipped to actively participate in the college-university community. Because that's what this is, a community. And students, like the faculty and staff, are the citizens that make it thrive. Still, without knowledge of the expectations, rules, processes, and resources, students cannot be expected to operate accordingly or make informed decisions. The registrar's office surely cannot expect students who are unprepared and ill-informed to adhere to university policy and deadlines. Really, I hope the information that my boss got was a misspeak, the occasional misunderstanding, because I can't fathom the orientation committee or the university expecting any of our offices to meaningfully convey the necessary information, the guidebook to student success, in 15 minutes or less. I suppose we will find out when the next orientation schedule comes out, but we aren't waiting for that. Because the problem doesn't just start at orientation. It starts before students even apply. In that respect, this series exists for two reasons. First, to enhance college awareness from a student-centered higher education administration perspective, to share practical tools needed to help you confidently navigate college and university. And second, to empower you to be a proud student, to encourage you to take ownership of your education and your journey. The next best step you can take towards claiming your future is to get curious about your goals. Ask questions, take initiative, explore. College isn't just about getting a degree. It is about learning and bolstering the skills needed to move through systems and face obstacles with an open mind, respect, and integrity. Join me, the Curious Elephant, as we go on a mission to empower students and inquisitive minds.